Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How is it going? My name is Jason.
I'm Sebastian.
What do Tanku Chitaka do?
Howdy, I'm not tired anymore.
Hi.
That was Jay, by the way, that said Tenku Chitaka with that weeaboo crap.
Hey, right.
We're all weaves.
That's
Let him have his moment. His character just died.
Yeah, man. Two of my Pokemon died, and now this. This is just. It all happened in the same day. It all happened in the same day too.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
how's it happening? Resident Byakuya hater here.
What up?
Let's see how it goes.
All right, cool beans. I'd better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. Ooh. No other victims were noted. However, it seems that at some point, the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Hemorrhage. Monokuma, File 4.
I think the case this time might be a challenge.
Why is that?
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with a chair from the inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door.
So if the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
That's an anime. In other words, this is a classic locked room murder.
Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this? Real life, okay, sure.
Yeah. Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
No, I kind of know what it is.
Let me show you.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure even if
you
we
don't
said
mind.
no, she would have told us anyway.
We don't have a
Yeah.
choice anymore. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations.
So, for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
Oh?
I just ignored him. Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that. This is Home Alone.
Yeah, it's Home Alone.
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. I know him.
Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
What do you mean by that?
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that.
That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
No.
No. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
Not a locked room.
By that, I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see, this is a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible.
Sorry. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
No sleeping on the job, Makoto! I believe so, yes.
Sorry.
So, When it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics.
So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which one of those 4 choices seems like the most likely in this case?
Why don't you tell me?
Oh, dang it. I thought you was going to.
True. That is something that Kyoko would say.
I thought, and then we were going to have to, like, choose the option.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say.
I see. Ugh. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Alright.
Oh, there is a blood splatter. So that's probably where she was vomiting.
Oh.
There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf bloodstain.
And there's a broken piece of glass behind her.
Huh? The locker's open. And there, on the inside, it's a handprint?
What's a handprint doing here?
It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker, and it left a handprint in all the dust.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra.
So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was opened, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
But how? Makoto, let me do the thinking here. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Huh? Why not?
We can see the door! Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
And it was already open. Oh, yeah. And the locker was already open at that point. Man, I must have lost my brain cell around here, huh?
You did. It's okay, you're doing your best. So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah. So then, what does this handprint mean?
Means high five.
Let's high five the sky, guys.
Okay, buddy.
What's all that broken stuff
Chess
behind
pieces
her?
are missing. Yeah, let's check this out. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is
Nice.
all red. And these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor.
Really?
Makoto has eyes.
You don't say.
To be fair, I thought it was blood, and I forgot that blood's pink in this game.
Yeah. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. Okay, so then the killer hid in here, came out when Sakura was in the room, took a
And
bottle
then
and,
they left a note
smashed
on the
it
floor
across her
right next
head.
to her foot.
And then what's this?
Popcorn.
This looks like some kind of wrapper. Poisoned candy?
Poisoned.
Shane.
That's
Do you recognize it, Hina?
well, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her.
It was you!
That's a candy wrapper.
Poisoned candy.
Nobody would suspect you, Hina.
Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
So you gave that candy to Sakura?
I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like him.
Wait, who was in the warehouse?
Byakuya.
Byakuya.
No.
Oh my gosh.
god.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
Byakuya wouldn't kill somebody.
Byakuya. How could you?
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. We don't know anything yet, okay?
That's exactly what
Sakura
Byakuya would say.
I was like, Sakura just sprawls back from like the dead real quick and just says, "Get him, boys!" And they're going.
Corner him, everyone.
Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room.
God, if that ain't a mood.
I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
You really like them that much?
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try them for herself. That's why I gave it to her.
Oh, what if she was allergic?
But now...
That would actually be hilarious. That's a kill. But then we would have to kill Hina.
For sure.
We would have to kill Hina, though.
Sakura has a peanut allergy?
Hina.
I mean, she's allergic to shaman.
Polka dot candy wrapper.
There's a lot more dots in that wrapper.
There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. How do you put the figures in there?
Don't worry about it.
And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
Oh my god!
I do
The voice
wonder.
actor and the character are one. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Well,
I
the
too
way
am
that
wondering
works,
how he got it in there.
the way that works is that they fold the ship, they put it in the bottle, and then they unfold the ship.
Yeah.
Does this mean Monokuma's foldable?
I'm gonna fold it.
You know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I have.
Don't lie to
Trying to
me, I know
be
you
smart.
haven't. So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will.
Monokuma bottle.
We're just gonna call it that now? Alright.
I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little.
How are you though?
I'm pretty sure
The
there's like a
Monokuma bottle
merchandise
sitting
for
on the
this.
shelf.
Wait, what was the chest piece inside of them? Okay, it was a...
The
it was not a
Monokuma
horse.
figure we found on the ground. Wait, the queen is missing.
Where is the... Oh no.
There's only
Stop that.
one. There's only one bottle. There's only one bottle on the ground.
Yeah.
The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. I agree. But where is the queen bottle?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what's that on top of the dartboard?
No, it's nothing. It's
Oh, we can't
just-
even look at
it's
that, alright.
nothing.
Clock. 1 o'clock. Hour ago. Okay.
Okay, then, yeah,
Ooh.
break stuff to the... Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that's where...
Protein! There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
It's still rolling. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty.
Wait a minute, if we remember what Sakura said before, she said that that was poison.
No, the Protein X was the protein drink.
Was
Yeah.
it?
No.
Yeah. It just
Sakura
happened to
must
be
have
in the
drank
same
it.
room as the poison.
Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know.
Yeah, you gotta keep your boy
But
nice
still.
and thin.
This protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
But that's strange.
Huh? What is?
You see what's scattered around the can?
The window glass. shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. The cup is on top of the glass.
Oh.
Oh.
If we broke in, the glass would have been on top of the cup.
Yeah.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
What? Why does that matter? Okay,
You
Makoto,
think for
come on.
once, you main character. I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on.
What? An important clue? I'm not sure I see how.
Look with your special eyes.
Empty protein drink. Okay.
Is there anything else around here?
The chair?
Yeah, the chair. Yeah.
The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think that the chair had anything special done to it. Okay.
Huh.
Oh, the stand. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Okay.
Shonen Jump.
That'd be cool. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood.
Being
And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body. Maybe getting hit on her head? Getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood?
That's not how the body works. Not a
It is
chance.
now.
No.
In movies,
Also,
it does.
you can see that the glass shards of the bottle are behind the chair, not over
Yeah.
where the blood was. Byakuya,
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location.
interesting.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree?
No, I don't think I'd call it interesting.
Leb.
But it does make me wonder. What did you just call me? The reason
A second to process the insult.
the reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. You just got that now? Who do you want to talk to?
I'm dying.
Nina, you okay?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them.
God, the irony of it was like
Couldn't
actually
stand
her.
the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
No!
Well,
No.
I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
How do you know that?
What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon. The Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen to me. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, This never would have happened.
Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Aoi's account. But the fact that she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
So none of those she talked to like mentioned that.
Present the note. What do you want? You're bothering me.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
Read it very fast, Jason.
Is it true
No.
that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
Then it's true?
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do it what it said, and risk being killed by that monster?
So, you didn't go and see her?
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth?
He would not lie to you like that.
Well, until
Or
I can prove
maybe-
otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
Oh my gosh.
He
You
just
don't have to
moved to
say
the
it
left a bit.
that mean, Byakuya. Okay. Thanks.
Hey,
Byakuya's
Byakuya, I have a way.
account.
I have a way you can get everybody out of your sight. Go to the corner and look at the wall. Think about your mistakes,
Think about what you've done.
like a child.
Oh my god!
But for Sakura to have been killed,
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit.
Yeah, I know.
So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
Hmm.
In the locker, snake attack!
I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think we can leave the room.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh my
well,
gosh.
okay.
Oh,
I think I'm the only person that's played a character
Oh, the
that
window.
has it. Oh yeah,
That has
that
a
hasn't
one?
died via someone else killing them, but only by Monokuma killing them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window,
Which I must
which
say
happened,
was
of course,
perfect.
when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So, the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door. Wait, so then if the door was, or if the chair was propped up against the door when the glass was broken, wouldn't the glass also be on the chair as well?
It should be.
Unless,
Chairs blocking doors are typically stood up in a way where I don't think there would be any glass on it. But
and it also depends on maybe how hard Makoto hit the glass. Maybe because it's like,
Well, we all
Makoto?
know how strong Makoto is, so
oh yeah, he's the strongest one of the team.
Well,
Oh, I mean,
Makoto,
yeah, now that Sakura's gone.
Oh no, how dare you?
Oh my god.
have you finished with your general investigation? Oh, I said that sassy.
yeah, I think so. For the most part.
You should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Haha, you said guard.
What?
I'm sorry. sorry.
What did you just say to me from the corner, Byakuya? Which is why.
Get him! Get him!
She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we've had our issue.
His
But
friendship.
she's right. I do have to go talk to the others.
Boyfriend concept.
Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Okie dokie.
Let's go find them.
Let's
I want to
go.
meet with 2 other people. Specifically, Mondo. and
Yasuhiro.
Oh,
Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms.
Yeah, I wish they would.
Unless Yasuhiro just died.
Oh.
Hiro was killed. Hiro gets killed by
They left him alone with Toko. Or Jill, technically.
I pressed the doorbell.
Kind of forgot we had doorbells.
And
Oh, Geek.
after a few
I thought I
seconds,
gave that one to you, Jay.
Oh wait, I thought.
yeah.
Okay. I was confused. I thought, because you said I'll relinquish my sound effect things, but then, Sebastian gave me Kyoko. I'm like, oh, okay, so then that's back to Geek.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, it makes sense.
Plus, no one can do it as well as you do.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, my man. Not that I've had much to do this episode anyway.
Oh, hey!
huh? Who's there?
the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well,
Death.
you smell like a dead body.
Dang.
Wow.
Screw you, Makoto.
Shuts the door.
Yes.
Wait, hang on. There's one more question I didn't want to ask you.
Well, what do you want?
So, you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was such in a good mood too.
Oh, man.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood. Hey, I was
Makoto.
hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Mm,
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall. Slithered?
Slither.
Later.
Like a snake.
That's not the sound a snake makes.
That's.
I was making the slither noise.
I don't.
Did they make
Sure,
noise?
let's go with that.
Yeah, I didn't know slithering makes noise like that.
I don't know. Wally movie. I don't know.
Oh, okay. What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something.
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Quick question. Wait, hold on. I want to ask a quick question to y'all.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember seeing it in the previous chapters, the reaction thingy, like besides the first chapter?
Kind
Like,
of.
I straight up don't remember. Yeah. So to me, this is just like the writers just remembered that this is a mechanic they put in, so they're dumbing it in on this chapter.
We gotta prove it's real before the game ends.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya
Byakuya.
already told me she had asked to meet with him.
What? You wanted to meet with Master 2? Huh, I just said 2, didn't I?
Good job.
I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
It's okay.
Yeah,
You know, you can just
pretty
tell
much.
me.
So,
God.
can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Good.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her?
Yes!
Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account.
Still not the noise.
Now, where's Hero's room?
Oh.
Oh,
Wait,
passed
he's right there.
Past it.
No,
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 go back. Go back.
Oh my god.
No.
Your turn. Your turn.
Oh almost walked to Sayaka's room.
Almost. Turn right now.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I pressed the doorbell.
Ding dong.
Yay.
And after a few seconds,
Well, what's up, Makoto? Did you need something?
yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How'd you know about that?
Us.
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with.
Yeah, I know.
Ogre told me herself that she wanted Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? When did Sakura tell you that?
Oh, well,
Sus.
she asked me to meet her. When she asked me to meet with her, of course.
Sus.
But
How is
didn't
it
she write you a note?
Sus.
Oh no.
Okay, here's the thing though, right? No killer in this game has actually did sus before their death. They have always been completely
Well, Leon
hidden.
was pretty obvious from the get-go.
Well, that was
Celeste.
Leon. Might have
Wow,
been
alright.
Victoria.
Celeste wasn't very Celeste
she
didn't
lost her
act
composure at the
suspicious,
end.
but we kind of all knew it was Celeste.
Yeah.
Well, that was because of the
Mondo.
motive.
Mondo.
We kind of knew Mondo because he said dude, but then we just brushed it off, kind of.
Sure, but it's never been this obvious before.
True, it hasn't been this obvious.
It's always been like a little quirk that you don't pick up on until it all gets put
Well, you
together.
pick up
Anyway,
on it, but then you don't really consider it until the trial.
Yeah,
Hero.
a note.
She's a monster.
She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others in passing.
I gotta be honest, this is super sus.
Thank you.
So
Thank
then
you. Thank you for
went
that.
and met with Sakura?
Making the sauce. No way. I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely sus.
Thank you again.
Talking about sauce.
No. We're not saying he's sus. We're just the fact that he's not saying suspiciously. He's saying sus.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Why do you guys keep talking about sauce?
Oh, I thought you were talking about us, Geek.
You know
The
what?
last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
16th student.
I haven't seen her since then. That's honestly a really good point.
So late into the game,
I don't
though?
think so. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
Oh, do I still have it? Let's see.
Look in your hair.
Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
He keeps his corn chips in his hair.
Nah, sorry. It looks like I don't have it anymore.
With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets.
Wait.
But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Aww. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket.
Did that pick up? I don't think it picked up.
Okay. This could mean one of two things. Either this means Hiro is actually the killer, which I doubt. Or two, Hiro's been hanging out with Hina.
Interesting. Like a secret relationship going on? Okay.
You know
okay.
what? I'm all for it.
Man, they should try to out him in last
You know
chapter.
what? That would throw us in for a loop. I like that.
No brain cells in that relationship.
Well, she was trying to. What's it called? She was like really upset. She might have been really upset with herself and was like, you know what? I want to make it up to him and like hang out with him for a while. And then, haha, love blossoms.
Oh. Wait,
really nice.
isn't he like 20 something?
Yeah, 21.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, isn't Hina like 18?
Is she?
Let me check.
Hina is.
That's a funny report.
Oh, we had the report card for this exact reason.
That doesn't say.
And it doesn't say anything.
Thanks. Thanks,
Thanks,
report
report
card.
No, there's two sides. Though.
Thanks for nothing.
I thought there was two pages to the report card. No.
Her age, max SP +1.
Yeah. This is the towel treatment thing.
Okay. Oh well.
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Trash?
I'm the trash
Oh, you mean
man.
Byakuya?
Oh,
Hey,
got him.
Anyway, I can't
Oh
deny.
crap, misclick. Sorry.
Sir?
Sorry. Misclick.
Excuse me.
Before waiting for a reply,
Oh, sorry.
Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that was all there. There's no way that's all there were to it. That's all was to. Ugh.
English.
great.
Pocket trash.
Pocket
Bada-bada-bada-bada-bada-bada.
The pocket.
Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? Chem room. I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find more about the protein can we found on the floor in the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So, where should I start?
The chem lab, probably.
Yeah, chem
Depend. Yeah, Chem Lab.
Chem lab.
I was trying to make like a joke, like a one shot, like just go one direction.
The laboratory.
One trip.
Chemistry.
What's that?
Chemistry laboratory.
Chemistry. I fell asleep to that.
Oh.
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way.
Yeah, I got it.
I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand.
Oh my god.
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god, Byakuya is going off the rails today.
Wait, is there just one thing?
I love it.
This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it.
Sorry, I almost dropped my phone.
It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. What? Cyanide. C4. C4? There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. C4? Everybody get down!
Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this.
Then, this powder must have been spilled.
That's right. It could have only been around the time of the incident.
If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder.
Source of the powder!
The source.
The
Powder source.
I don't want to say anything because it might come out bad.
There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. If there are footprints, and there are handprints, can't we just match them up?
Yeah, probably.
These
But
are
you see,
footprints,
Wow,
and
yeah,
they're only in
we're
front of
not
the
that
left
smart.
shelf.
How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to stretch out We may need to stretch out the sketch. We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
Do you mean me?
Yes. How kind of you to offer.
With an insufferable smirk, He handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
Well, let's go. Chop chop.
Okay. So I
like
got to work,
talking like a true rich boy.
and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room.
Oh my god, that's my mapping skills for
So,
Pathfinder
how
right
is
there.
this?
Yo.
Not bad. For you, I mean.
For me?
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that it would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business on the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left.
No, I think that's a red herring.
So
That's
did
what the
he
footprints
really
tell
just
me.
make him draw out? Sorry, did he actually make it like a draw out a map of what they can do just a point
Yeah.
in the real world?
These footprints must be Makoto. Are they yours?
No!
Okay then. Let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
I couldn't think of a
Uh-oh.
reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said.
The joke's
I see.
right there.
Yeah.
What?
I see. Your feet do
Hey.
appear to be rather smelly. Your feet.
Hello?
Sure.
I'm so sorry.
Byakuya, why are you smelling my shoes?
Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately?
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to.
Tell us.
Then these prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder.
Just don't sniff it.
There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf.
Shame.
There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder.
Shane, you can't just go licking and sniffing stuff.
Dude, I'm
Based
sorry.
on the
It's just
positioning
not
of the
nice.
prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder.
Footprints.
Hey. Let's see. What's on the shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All of the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and the number, except for the obvious Chem C9 right there. So, I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone put it... Could someone have put it here on accident?
What was the protein shake labeled?
C... something? Right?
C?
Wait, was it C? A.
A2.
A2.
Okay. I had to make sure.
So, on this shelf is... It looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are.
They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
Isn't that kind of harsh?
I don't think it's harsh enough. What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
You're.
Yeah.
The words of a lifelong loser, which, I suppose, suits you well.
Nerd.
I didn't even say that.
Didn't need to.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I can consider this part of the shelving unit, section B. Oh, really? It's not like, you know, there's a sign that says B right there. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. On this shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was that bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? And why does that skull look like One Piece? There's definitely something going on here.
Anime.
We found the One Piece.
Chem lab shelf. I've already taken a good look around it. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. My
You
gosh.
did it.
What?
Got to escape the verbal abuse
What
from
happened
Byakuya, I
with
guess.
my brain?
I don't know, dude.
Okay. And I think that's it, yeah.
We outie.
Where do you think you're going?
The sprite starts moving closer.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be like a horror.
That would be like a
dismissed.
horror. That would be horrible. Oh my gosh.
The bell doesn't dismiss you, I dismiss you.
So speed running to Makoto.
All of a
Yes,
sudden,
Togami
we see
sensei.
sprites begin to move. Oh my gosh.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going?
I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
How?
Someone's lying.
I can just feel it, okay? Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time.
Oh, okay. Bottle. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new. Something new. That the queen is missing?
I'm blind.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, and you're sure to find it.
My gosh, Makoto. Please. Hey, Kyoko. Can't you just tell me what it is?
Oh, my god, every time
Saika's-
to explain this!
Saika's incredibly pixelized.
You're doing great.
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
And it's not just because you don't trust me, right?
That is the question.
No answer.
I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
Only to a degree.
Precisely the
Monokuma
26th
bottle.
degree. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me.
Oh my god.
How do they get the piece in there? I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
An experiment?
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too.
Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that?
Yes. I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. That obnoxious Byakuya is not here.
Rude!
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab.
Oh no, he's there.
While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass.
How much you want to bet that she's gonna come back with a bottle, and then I'm gonna get the pieces, and the pieces are going to resemble one of the bottles.
The poison. I mean, they're like the same color, so.
Yeah, the bottles kind of look the same. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces.
Janitor Makoto.
And just as I finished up...
Okay, I'm assuming this is Kyoko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work.
So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
So I got these things called Mentos. We're gonna put it in a Diet Coke.
Oh my god, yeah.
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare the weights? Of what?
The pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Wait, which one is heavier?
A kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? That's right, a kilogram of steel. Because steel is heavier than feathers.
I feel bullied by that video because when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, kilogram steel is heavier than feathers.
You're like, what do you mean he's right? Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Say the funny build thing.
Sa, jiken hajimeo ka?
Okay, never
Oh
mind.
my gosh. Wait, Kyoko, what was that?
Sento confirmed.
Some Japanese thing?
Get on my level, nerd.
Makoto.
First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles.
Yep. It's balanced.
As all things
Which
should be.
means... Oh.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was here.
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see?
Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter.
There's hope
I did
for
my
you
best
yet.
to get them all,
heavier.
but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
Okay, then let's give it a try.
Huh?
Wow.
The broken pieces are heavier. How is that possible?
The sheer girth of Monokuma.
God.
Yamada.
Dad.
What?
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you.
Monokuma bottle experiment. So...
Next
So
we got
it is confirmed that Sakura
1
did
kilogram
die
of-
because of the blunt force hit impact on her head.
Blunt force trauma.
That is confirmed in the Monokuma file. That she didn't die because of the poison. She died because she was hit in the head.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that was a bottle of poison, not
Boys.
a bottle, not one of the Monokuma bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Correlation between the candy and Hiro. Man, I don't know.
Let's see what Hina has to say.
Okay.
We already know who did it!
Okay, she said the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you have to do right now is just inspect both the body and the magazine stand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue.
That board game's pretty hard.
Huh? This
The movie's fun,
magazine
though.
is upside down.
Oh.
Did someone put it back that way on accident?
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. Oh.
Toko!
This is... On one of the pages, near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said... Toko. I don't...
Hello?
Okay.
Okay, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And see, okay, look, the first time a name was written out in blood, it was Leon's, and Leon was the killer. I don't think this is the case anymore.
Would they pull the same stuff again?
I don't think they would pull the same stuff again. Could this be a dying message? All of a sudden, Makoto relapses into Sayaka.
Sayaka!
Oh, Sayaka! No!
Sorry. Then it would appear you found it.
Oh my, it appears you've seen it.
It
Kyoko,
appears you've seen it.
is
Kira
this...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
a dying message?
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of the others who might come looking.
Hey, is that... That says Toko, right?
Hina, do not get tunnel vision.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Then she's the killer, right?
Oh.
Target locked, aimed, fire.
Ready to strike. Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? Right. We can use it to corner the killer.
I mean,
No.
that was the case for
No.
Leon.
Yeah, well, and we were dead set on it being Leon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious.
I mean, someone already did this
dying
before.
message. Interesting. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from the body. From Sakura's body.
A low-res PNG.
A low-res PNG
True.
twisted
It is.
in the 3D environment of After Effects. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure out anything.
Well, yeah, I know. But
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it.
unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown pervasively used to.
She's emotional.
Although-
She's just screaming on the inside.
There are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
That's totally normal.
Then, how can you?
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
Huh?
What?
That's a very normal thing to say.
Run that by me again?
She's the ultimate detective. Why wouldn't she? Wait, the title wrong.
Is she
Sorry.
the ultimate detective, though?
All right, she's the
I
ultimate
think
son.
so.
Technically,
You cut
she's
off
the
there.
ultimate question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh, I thought we said detective.
No, we don't
That's
know.
what y'all said.
Well, that was a
Oh,
theory.
that's my bad.
A game theory.
Theory.
Thanks
No.
for watching. More importantly, look here.
Not the
Shoes.
No, that's the funny powder.
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
Yeah, it really stands out.
That powder is clue number 1.
Yellow powder. Bit.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully. Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
2 blows?
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one. So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
Kyoko's examination summary. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off.
Ding dong. Bing bong.
Let us rejoice at the sound.
UI.
UI!
I am Kamen Rider. Ding dong.
Oops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring. I couldn't stay awake.
Jerk.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Go through the blue door.
See you soon.
Not the blue door.
Wait, Shane, I thought you had to go to work at 7 my time.
It's like 4 my time, I think. I said
It's
4 my
already
time.
time?
Oh.
But
Oopsies.
the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Ooh.
Eerie.
Spooky.
Scary
So-
skeletons.
So few people.
Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then...
The ultimate martial artist.
He's doing the
A locked
emoticons
room murder
again.
mystery.
What the?
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons.
How?
Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
God, he's
For
learning.
example, you're at a picnic and find a dead body. XD.
Do not.
Oh no!
Yo,
I wish I could just-
Jason, save RXD.
Rar XD.
I just
did
took
it.
psychic
Said it.
damage. This is just plain creepy.
And how about the reverse?
Huh?
No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative. For example, do you have 100 friends? Yeah.
Hero.
He's right. That does make it seem sad.
Don't
Now
encourage
then,
him.
please get on the elevator. Ooh.
I swear if he learns uwu.
I'll see you all down there. Yeah. Ooh, ha.
I wish I could say like, not say the emoticons, but I say a sound, and the picture is mentally transferred onto whoever I'm speaking.
God.
Oh no.
Oh, what the hell was that? Wait.
It's
This,
fine.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get you guys.
Okay, calm down.
How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Man,
Hina,
imagine if it was
shut up,
Hina.
actually.
Imagine if it was Hina this whole time.
She's just
Holy
throwing
cow.
really hard sus.
I don't think I'm acting casual. I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
Hero would get like voted off immediately if he whenever he plays Among Us.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel that because that happens to me too. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
Whatever.
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit.
The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is in here? That person is one of us? Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from God. I could feel a
God?
chilling
My
fear
goal.
running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. You ever heard of those memes where it's like every day we take a step away from God or
Yeah.
something? Yeah. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. Elevator go brrr. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. Clunk. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always.
Wait, Jason, did you say McClunky?
Nope.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking
Okay, I
about.
thought you did.
The ride was over.
Oh, McClunky.
The doors opened once again. Man. Oh.
Egyptian?
Hieroglyphics.
very low quality pictures.
Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely.
You
Here,
have no
let
idea.
me
I mean,
give
I'm not
you
lonely.
a new
Wow.
friend.
You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left.
I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
And so, the curtain opened for a fourth time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly
Adjectives.
class trial!
Is that it, everybody?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Roll the credits.
All right, we will begin Chapter 4's class trial next time on Danganronpa. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and of course, content on Pixyl Studios has been brought to you in part by the viewers, just like you. Thank you. All right, bye everybody. See you next time.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.